Hello and welcome to Dateline Lagos on Channels Television. I'm Ayotunde Balogun. Coming up on the program, Governor Sanwo-Olu launches Ilera standard Jaara health insurance plan. Lagos State Government, CIG Motors signed joint venture deal to roll out 5,000 new smart taxis, and Lagos State Government rebrands Ministry of Agriculture, intensify efforts to address high food prices. Let's kick off the show from the health sector. The Lagos State Health Insurance Scheme has been expanded to accommodate more services, all thanks to Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, who has just launched the Ilera standard Jaara health insurance plan and also commissioned 5 Ilera virtual health booths for easy access to quality and affordable healthcare services. Please take a look.
To the formal launch of Ilera
medical experts from the public and private sector converged on Lagos Continental Hotel to witness the unveiling of the Ilera standard Jaara, a social health insurance plan for residents, as well as the provision of virtual booths that will help attend to medical cases at any location in the state. Achieving this milestone has not been easy for the State Health Management Agency, and the boss in charge explains why.
When we rebranded in 2021, we started with the standard plan under the Ilera program. That plan essentially has more of primary care and some of secondary care. For instance, you have a headache, malaria, you want to see the doctor, it covers you. You have hypertension, diabetes, you're asthmatic, you're a sickler, or you even have SLE, we cover you. You want to do an X-ray, you need diagnostic or laboratory services, we cover you. You can have dental care, so scaling and polishing, remove tooth extraction, dental X-rays under the skin. You can get glasses, for instance. You can get cancer care up to 1 million if you've been on the plan for 2 years. We have surgeries. You can have an appendicectomy done, a herniorrhaphy. And we are also very big on maternal and child care, so childhood illnesses we cover, antenatal, delivery, and even cesarean section we cover under the scheme. You can get blood transfusion. You can get feeding for 1 day. Shall I continue? You can see it's plenty. And it's just for a measly price of 8,500 till date. That is for one person per year. We enhanced that and we moved up forward to what we call the Standard Plus plan, which included things like some level of dialysis. We were able to increase the number of specialists that you can see for consultation. And then we are here today to launch our new baby called the Standard Jaara plan, which is now a wider bouquet of services, of course, for something that is slightly more expensive because we have put in quite a lot. So we have included things like eye surgery. Cancer is now up to 5 million if you are under the scheme. We have increased the days of admission. We have added more diagnostic services and drugs. You will see that when we present today, it is a very, very robust plan, and it's still very affordable for the price that we are asking negotiants to pay for it, which is 15,000.
This new health initiative has brought the state governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, his deputy Kadri Hamzat, to the venue to join other state executive cabinet members for the ceremony. Chairman of the Lagos State Health Management Agency elaborates on LAUNCH's use of technology in its operations to ensure seamless service delivery.
In LAUNCH, we leverage on technology right from the point of registration, uploading on platform, payment processes, claims processes and management, up to assessing care at the hospital and identifying the vulnerable among us. Our 24/7 customer service center is also not left behind, as technology has been deployed to ensure that customers' complaints are well received, processed and stored.
It's also an opportunity for officials of LAUNCH to tell the public about Ilera standard plan and telemedicine.
And Standard Jaara came to being as a result of the combination of some factors, like the feedback we get from customers, and of course, a lot of extensive customer perception survey that we undertook for some time. With the following intent, we have developed the Standard Jaara 1, to respond to customers' demand, to cover more disease burden, to widen social safety nets, to ensure a win-win relationship with stakeholders.
Use of telemedicine by the public servant through EcoTelemed and the use of the booths by the university students has enhanced our ideas and our experience with telemedicine. Now, because of this, some benefits were discovered. What are these benefits? So we have prompt access to healthcare services, improved health education, equitable distribution. It means that irrespective of a socio-economic status, you can have access to healthcare. Access to mental health services. This was a very important feature of telemedicine during the use of eco-telemed at the height of the pandemic. Very, very important, as we all know. We were all cooped at our home and people were running out of their minds. And then you have extensive coverage. Anybody, anywhere, irrespective of a geographic location, you can have access to telemedicine services. The booths are supposed to be complementary. They are not clinics. They don't replace our hospitals. But in case of an emergency, every enrollee that visits will have the opportunity to be referred to the nearby hospital for them to have healthcare under the standard Jaara plan within the first 48 hours.
The Deputy Incident Commander, Professor Akin Abayomi, who oversees the duties of the State Ministry of Health, commends Governor Sanwo-Olu for changing the face of the health sector.
Mr. Governor has signed the executive order which domesticates the NHIA law in Lagos, ensuring that we encourage all Lagosians to carry a social health insurance as a form of social health protection. All this done by you, sir, in your very short time in second tenure and part of your first tenure, and it all qualifies you as the grand ambassador of universal healthcare coverage in Lagos, Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, sir.
When Governor Sanwo-Olu takes the podium, he pleads with the informal sector to take advantage of the new initiatives and enroll on Ilera Eco in order to reduce out-of-pocket medical bills.
We have enrolled the public servants in the Ilera Eco scheme, with the government covering 75% of all their premiums. Starting in August 2024, all Lagos State pensioners will receive the free one-year Ilera Eco coverage, which will ensure their access to health care even while in retirement. We're doing all this to further our universal health coverage goal. This new insurance plan offers additional benefits and peace of mind by reducing the financial burden on medical bills. In this plan, we have heavily subsidized the health insurance premium to ensure that everyone can access health care. I call on the informal sector, which constitutes over 70% of the population in the state, to seize this opportunity and enroll on the Ilera Eco in order to reduce your out-of-pocket expenses and the huge payment of medical bill, which we all know that is common around here. I invite the informal sector also to come on board and ensure that their employees are registered and enrolled on our Ilera Eco, as this will automatically reduce the expenses of the companies, especially for the payment of medical bills. Let me add here that the enforcement team to handle the implementation of the Lagos Health Insurance Scheme law and the domestication of the National Health Insurance Authority Act has been constituted and they've been well trained. Even though this administration believes more on enlightenment, engagement, and collaborative effort rather than enforcement, the law still stands to be implemented and obeyed. Therefore, violators of this law will not go unpunished when the enforcement takes its full course.
They are both ambassadors of Ilera Eco.
The number 1 and 2nd citizen of the state are decorated as the Grand Ambassadors for Universal Health Coverage and Ilera Eco. The launch of the Ilera Eco Standard Jaara Health Insurance Plan and the commissioning of virtual booths installed in 5 locations across the state may indeed be a bold step towards achieving universal health coverage in Lagos State.
Let's turn our attention to the transportation sector. The comfort and convenience passengers derived riding in Lagos Ride, an e-hailing taxi scheme operated by the Lagos State government, is about to get better because Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has signed another joint venture partnership between a state-owned corporation, Ibile Holdings Limited, and CIG Motors Company Limited for the acquisition of 5,000 brand new vehicles to the fleet of LagRide, bolstering Lagos State's economy with $260 million investment.
Brand new electric vehicles are now in Lagos State, all thanks to the partnership between Lagos State and CIG Motors Company Limited. The provision of these electric vehicles in Nigeria's commercial nerve center has brought high-profile delegations from CIG Motors, automobile industry leaders, top management of Ilera Holdings, to Lagos House Ikeja to witness the official signing ceremony of a joint partnership between the Lagos State government and CIG Motors.
A joint venture agreement has been signed.
The Chinese Consul General highlights the strategic diplomatic friendship China shares with Nigeria.
I'm so excited because here every day we can see more and more landmark of development of Lagos created by Chinese enterprises, just like deep sea port, like Lagos Math Right Line, Blue Line, and also International Airport, or Lagos Ibadan Railway, and so on. I think that this agreement, this project, is very important because it can extremely improve the transportation of Lagos, the sustainable development of Lagos, especially to improve the livelihood of local people. We just want to show you that China is really the real friend, the best partner of Africa, of Nigeria, of Lagos.
This initiative will help meet the increasing demand of passengers and improve the state transportation sector.
There is a need to expand the offering of smart mobility services in Lagos to meet the increasing demand for decent, digitally equipped and environmental sustainable transportation solutions that deliver improved transit experience in Lagos. Hence, to support Lagos State's effort in actualizing a safer, cleaner, faster and digitally equipped transportation system under the theme's agenda, and also in an endeavor of the Lagos State government to move from being an operator to being a regulator, Ibile and CIG are collaborating resources and expertise to increase the offering of smart mobility and e-hailing solutions in Lagos State. Ibile and CIG, further to their experience in rolling out Lagos State e-hailing investment lag ride, have identified the need to increase the fleet of vehicles. The JV will commence with an initial asset base of 5,000 vehicles, including the historic 1,000 electric vehicles. The JV will also absorb the existing 1,000 vehicle fleet of Lagos Ride Limited lag ride, thereby increasing lag ride's fleet to 6,000, which will meet the increasing demand and fulfillment ratio of customers, improve the technology and fintech support solutions, while transforming the service offering to an international standard.
Next, the CEO of CIG Motors, Chief Diana Chen, outlines the targets of her company.
This is also show another commitment. We, Choice International, CIG Motor, wherever all the entity in Nigeria, we still have the same belief. Wherever we speak, we promise, we deliver. And no matter what kind of cost, we need to pay for it. This is our word. We keep our word as our life. We have another new and significant PPP partnership agreement signed today. I emphasize this is agreement. It's not MOU. That means it's really official authority and another highly commitment signed today. We want to make this project contribute at least 1% GDP for the President Tinubu's mission, 1 trillion. And our calculation also very simple, right? In the next 3 to 5 years, we are targeted to embark over 1 million brand new cars driving on this platform.
Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu says the acquisition of 5,000 brand new vehicles to the fleet of lag ride will further enhance efficiency and elevate smart mobility in the e-hailing sector.
We've used our investment outfit called the Ilera Holding, and I think I need to thank them, the current management staff, also for leaving very, very quickly to their bill to use our investment vehicle, Ilera Holding, to execute what we believe will be a very successful joint venture between Ilera Holding and CIG Motors and CIG Motors Company Limited, GAC Motors, especially the brand, in the acquisition of 5,000 new vehicles in our lag ride model. We've started the first 1,000, we've seen how it is, we've provided jobs for our people, we've created an e-hailing services, but we realize that we need to retweak it, we need to provide a lot more, fleets, and we need to also push it, the brands to be more acceptable and to be able to move around in different nooks and crannies of the state. In that whole, the phase one of it will first to see a 2,000 coming, and in that 2,000 we'll be having electric vehicles. That has been a conversation, and also CNG, vehicles. These will begin to change, the carbon footprint that we've all been talking about as in the future of transportation, as in the future of energy transition, the future of climate change, and so we don't want to take the back seat. Lagos, by this, means that we'll be the first state, will be the first sub-national to be bringing a fleet of this number in both CNG vehicles and electric vehicles at one or full sleep.
Done with speeches, the governor test drives the electric vehicle. As Lagos expands its partnership with CIG Motors Company Limited, the state government welcomes other private players in the transportation sector to key into the market and initiate schemes that will enhance mobility in the state.
And finally on the program is agriculture. This time, the Lagos state government has rebranded the Ministry of Agriculture to Ministry of Agriculture and Food Systems to accommodate 3 additional departments that will help ensure food sufficiency in the state. This was announced by the State Commissioner for Agriculture and Food Systems, Abisola Olusanya, during a press conference at Alausa in Ikeja.
In the last 6 months, the prices of foodstuffs has constantly increased, making it difficult for some citizens to eat well or stock up their own. Addressing the issue of food crisis has prompted the administration of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu to introduce the Motion Food Hub, a subsidized food market where farmers bring in their produce for sale, alongside the distribution of food palliative to help reduce the economic hardship on the people.
We have this set of palliatives for you. 10 bags of rice, 10 bags of beans, and 20 bags of gari.
As part of efforts to reduce food prices and build a proper reserve management system, the state government has gone a step further to rebrand the Ministry of Agriculture to Ministry of Agriculture and Food Systems, with an addition of 3 new departments.
We would be having the addition of 3 departments. The Department of Livestock Services would also be having the Agricultural Engineering Department, as well as the Agricultural Produce Safety and Quality Control Department. The reasons for these departments are also not far-fetched. Livestock Services, because we are in the process of having a feedlot, and not just a feedlot, we know Lagos as the hub for food, and not just the hub for food production, marketing, but also the fact that when it comes to cattle, when it comes to sheep and goats, Lagos still remains the epicenter of where these particular livestock are sold and processed and consumed. So for that reason, we felt it's essential to have a livestock services department. We still have the veterinary services department, which is more around animal health, and then you have the livestock services department. For the engineering department, we procured tractors, we procured other implements as far back as 2021, if you recollect, during our enterprise activation program. We have been utilizing it, but we would be having more, and because of the partnership also with sister states, there will be a lot more investment around mechanization to aid more in terms of crop production, and for that reason we felt it was essential. For the Produce Safety and Quality Control Department, since we are harping on our stance of Lagos being the food epicenter for Nigeria, when you consider the commercial activities that happen, it is in Lagos, and the foods consumed in Lagos, it behoves that in terms of us reorganizing our market, it's essential. And for that reason, we felt that having a full-fledged department to cater to produce, the safety and the quality of it is essential. When we launched our 5-year roadmap in 2021, we had also said certain things. We made mention of projects and programs and activities that as a ministry we would be doing. So in essence, it is also just to bring you up to speed on some of the things that we have done and what we will be doing going forward. In terms of what we do, everything around food for Lagos, it is centered on 4 pillars. One is the domestic self-sufficiency. The second would be up-country partnerships. The third would be food storage processing and logistics capacity development. And the fourth would be the modern food markets. With regards to what we are doing around domestic self-sufficiency, because I believe that this is where a lot of people would harp on, what are we doing, considering what is happening in the economy? The administration of Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu has done quite a number of things. We believe that there's still so much more to be done. We have only just touched a tip of the iceberg, which is why we are also collectively asking that Lagosians, we all get into some kind of urban farming. Grow something in your home that you can eat. It helps to lessen the burden as a society.
Farmers in different value chains will also be getting support from the government to increase food production and control pricing in Lagos State.
We are harmonizing our database in such a way that in terms of providing support, it is done with efficiency. And for that reason, we have farmers cutting across poultry, fisheries, piggery, vegetables, rice. Not that we don't have other items, but these are the areas where we feel we have the competitive advantage. Poultry, for instance, we have 4,675 registered farmers with us. Fisheries, we have over 5,000. This is not the artisanal fishermen, but just those practicing aquaculture. For piggery, that has reduced. We used to have well over 3,000 pig farmers in Lagos, which when you consider Okearo and Berigbe. But that number has dwindled as a result of the bad hit of ASF, which occurred as far back as 2021 and subsequently. We have 1,810. For vegetable farmers, we have well over 25 to 30,000 of them. And for rice, we have roughly about 800 and growing. Going forward, in the support to these clusters, we would want to understand the impact of the support they are requesting for, how it would help to increase the food production, and also we as a state negotiating with the volume of some of the food items they'll be producing, how it can enter into markets specified by us such that pricing can be controlled.
With over 300 vendors utilizing the Motion Food Hub, the state government says the farmers are allowed to sell their produce at the hub without paying any amount, just to support their business. In addition, the commissioner also gives an update on the food palliative distribution across all local governments and local council development areas.
The fourth pillar, which is the build of modern market infrastructure, the Motion Food Hub is just one of many that we should have in the state. And I believe that the impact of that also is being felt even till now. Since the launch or the commissioning of this food hub in December of 2023, and with operations go live properly in the first week of February, from then till now, we've had 40 market days. And when I say 40 market days, we started off with only Saturdays as the market days. And subsequently, in the month of March, we added Wednesdays. So when you add that up, we have done 40 market days. Now, in these 40 market days, we have registered 339 vendors working with us. And with these 339 vendors with multiple food items coming into the hub, we have recorded food transactions of almost 1 billion naira, precisely 918 million naira worth of food transactions have happened in this hub with these 339 vendors. And when you talk about the scope and sizing of food items that have been sold, you consider that over 180,000 kilos of rice have been sold in this facility, over 26,000 kilos of gari have been sold, over 18,313 kilos of poultry meat have been sold, over 55,000 crates of eggs have been sold in this one facility. We have distributed food items already, almost 500,000, 285,000 went to the local governments through the CDCs, 5,000 families per local government. We also had the Onjeko food boxes, 100,000 of that, 95,000 plus of that has been distributed already through several agencies, through different bodies. And then you also had the food bags, which went through different bodies as well, when you consider traditional religious groups, the Christian and Muslim bodies and what have you, and also security agencies. So almost 500,000 families are being catered to, and we also try to make sure that with regards to the monitoring of that, there was a committee made up of independent people from the church community, the mosque, the Islamic community, the Nigerian Labour Union, TUC, and what have you. They all came together as part of the monitoring committee to ensure that these items went to the CDCs of each local government and that the distribution was done as fairly as possible.
With the rebranding of the Ministry of Agriculture and Food Systems, officials of the ministry appear to have more responsibility to revolutionize agriculture marketing that will help Lagos farmers enlarge their business.
And that's the program for this week. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'm Ayotunde Balogun. Remember, be the best you can, obey all state laws, live a healthy life, and most importantly, please stay safe. Till next time, is bye for now.